Welcome back into the Matt Suminer YouTube channel broadcast. I'm Landon Stilz. To my right is the, as always, wonderful Dylan VanderVeen. It's another beautiful day here at Herman Brothers Field for some baseball. The Miners are taking on the visiting Anchorage Bucs today, a team that when they played earlier in the regular season, it didn't go so well. Dylan, what happened?
Yeah, I mean, what didn't go wrong for the Miners really in that game? More errors than they had hits in that game. All around, just really sloppy play overall by the Miners in that game, and a 13-5 loss. But this is a brand new day. Let's forget about that game. Let's forget about the past and forget about what happened in that one game versus the Bucs, because they did beat them twice in the past. If we really want to talk about that, exhibition games, well, they beat them twice in the past. So if you really want to talk about that, talk about the whole entire past. Miners are technically 2-1 against the Bucs. 0-1 in the league play. I understand that. But this is a brand new game. These are the top two teams in this conference. It's the top two teams in this league. These are more than likely going to be the two teams that are playing for the top of the World Championship in July.
Knock on wood here. Knock on wood.
I'm just going to say here, there's only two teams that make that championship, obviously. There is no semifinals. There is nothing like that. So, I mean, these are the top two teams right now, at least playing-wise, so knock on wood. But, I mean, I'm confident saying that it's going to probably be these two teams at the end of the season. So it's going to be a really exciting showdown, but I know that Anchorage is feeling really confident coming in this game, feeling at 4-0. I'm sure they're feeling really confident. I can understand why they're feeling confident. But the Miners are back there in 2-1. If they can win this game, they're within a half a game.
And yeah, this is a really important game, and there's someone we have to highlight who's been very important to this Miners roster, and that is the Matt Suminer Player of the Week, Carter Geffrey. As you can see on your screen, his stats. Dylan, what has the Iowa catcher been doing that's made him so effective at the plate?
I mean, he swings so powerful. His swing is just, I mean, I talked to him literally when I was doing the Player of the Week interview earlier, and I said, you swing with just so much power. He goes, yeah, I swing as hard as I possibly can with every single swing and put everything I can into it. But right now, it's mainly the singles of things. 6 and 7 so far over, or 6 for 10 overall, 6 for 7 before that last game against the Glacier Pilots last night. He is just smoking the ball, and really, they're all singles. One extra base hit, one double, all the rest of them are singles. So he's really just hitting balls hard, and he's hitting them in the right spots this time. And he was 2 for 17 in the exhibition games, but he was 6 of 7 to 6 of 10 now in league play, so he's back to normal, exactly what they thought he was going to be, a hitter.
And absolutely, it's Geffrey is really coming to his own here so far earlier, and a lot of players have, including one of the new arrivals in Cole Funkhauser. Yesterday he went 2 for 3. What have you seen early from the infielder in Funkhauser?
Yeah, guys, this is a scrappy overall player. A lot of singles and doubles you'll probably see from him this year. Some really good defense as well from the Central Missouri Mule. More than likely, that's what you're going to see pretty much all series long. Doesn't have a ton of power behind him, especially with the wood bat, but with everything else that he's got, he's going to be a very, very important player to this team in the infield, allowing Medlock to also play in the outfield where he kind of wants to play and feels more comfortable. So this is going to be a situation where Funkhauser is going to play a lot. He's going to have a lot of versatility. That's a really good player to have on your team.
All right, we will be right back with the start of the game, lineups, first pitch, all of that. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back into the Matsu Minor YouTube channel broadcast. Once again, I'm Landon Stilz. To my right is Dylan VanderVeen. Like I said earlier, it's a beautiful sunny day here at Herman Brothers Field. Warming up on the mound for the Miners is Connor Mundy. Dylan, what can you tell me about the right-hander out of Sam Houston?
Yeah, you know, Connor Mundy's been another one of the pitchers who didn't necessarily have the season he wanted to at Sam Houston. I mentioned that before on the broadcast for the Bearcats, but I mean, he's been pretty solid over and around. There's been nobody else that's like really outside that's been really bad so far. Not the ERA he wants against in league play, but he's had some pretty good outings in non-league play as well. So the stats a little bit skewed right now as everybody just gets started with their season.
As the first batter he will face to get things underway is the second baseman Landon Underhill. Righty on lefty matchup here early. Underhill is set in the box. Mundy is set from the stretch. And here's the first pitch. Fastball just misses outside. It's 1-0. From first to third in the Miners infield, it's Carter Eberhard, Cole Funkhauser, Greg Parentoni, and Carson Grout at short as Mundy deals the 1-0 home. That ball is a high cheddar, swung on and missed, 1-1.
Sorry, we're dropping so many frames here on the broadcast. It's pretty much just going to be radio today, I'm pretty sure, because, you know, yeah, that's really all I got to say about it.
The 1-1 is high. It's 2-1 now from Mundy. In the outfield for the Miners is Evan Bilter in left field, Lincoln Stevenson in center, and in right is Elliot Medlock, a position that he's become more comfortable with over time. Fastball misses high and away, 3-1 now on Underhill. In the on-deck circle for the Bucs is Kai McGarry. He's out in left field, and in the hole is Luke Taylor. He's the DH today. The 3-1 to Underhill. Popped up. Grout's ranging back down right towards the third base foul line. He makes the grab for the first out of the inning. Underhill pops up to Carson Grout over at third to get things started, as that'll bring up Kai McGarry with one out in the inning.
Now batting, left fielder number 17, Kai McGarry.
McGarry had the day off last Friday when the Bucs took on the Chinooks. Here's the first pitch. He shows bunt, breaking ball in there, called strike one. Luke Wilson has the day off in the outfield today. Started in left field yesterday. Evan Bilter is filling in there in left. The 0-1, hit on the ground, shot slow, foul, 0-2. Grout in a little bit at third. Rest of the infield is back. Outfield playing McGarry straight up. Mundy's set from the stretch and deals home. That ball's hit over on a slow chopper. Can't get there. Funkhauser on the dive, and it's a base hit for McGarry. One on, one away here in the top of the first inning, as that'll bring up the designated hitter, Luke Taylor.
Now batting, DH number 1, Luke Taylor.
Luke Taylor stands in at 6'1", weight class unknown.
You say weight class unknown?
Yeah, it's not listed on the roster.
Oh, I see. So it's just an unknown poundage.
Here's the 0-0, swing and a miss, or popped up, I should say.
Do they have everybody else's weight class on there?
No, RJ Rouet, who's also in the lineup today for the Bucs, does not have his weight listed. And then neither does Nate Muncy, one of their pitchers.
Interesting.
Mundy's set, and he checked back over at first. The tag is not in time. Back there safely is Taylor. The Miners have struggled on some of those Throw over to first attempts. Bowman Marks had 2 errors the other day in a close game against the Glacier Pilots to open regular season play. Grayson Chappell had one that got by Eberhard and moved a runner all the way over to third. They check back again. This throw's not in time as well. Back-to-back throwbacks over to Eberhard at first. Mundy wants to keep McGarry close. Oh and 1 to Taylor. Here's the pitch from Mundy. Swing and a miss. 0 and 2. Mundy is set from the stretch. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Taylor goes down swinging for the second out in the inning. That'll bring up the first baseman, R.J. Rouet.
R.J. Rouet.
Rouet also pitches. He pitched the opening day set between the Bucs and the Miners all the way back on June 2nd. Miners hit him well, scored 3 runs off of the left-handed pitcher. Here's the first pitch to Rouet. Hit down the left field line and out of play. Foul, 0-1. Mundy taking his time. Deals home. Swing and a miss on a beautiful breaking ball from Mundy. It's been working here early for the righty. On first is McGarry. He had a base hit through the right side of the infield under a diving glove of Funkhauser with 1 out in the inning. The 0-2. Hit well into center field. Going back is Stevenson. He's under it to make the grab for the final out of the inning. The Bucs leave 1 after a base hit from McGarry, and it's still 0-0 as we get set for the bottom of the first inning on the Matsu Minor YouTube channel. Don't go anywhere.
Go ahead.
I'm Luke Wilson. I went to Johnson University.
I'm Carson Grout. I went to the University of Iowa.
It was recommended to me by my coach, and I had not heard any bad things about Alaska. I thought it was a good opportunity.
Yeah, same with me. My coach said that they reached out, and I figured it'd be an awesome opportunity. Always wanted to go to Alaska, so it'll be fun.
I know the script to Monsters, Inc., and there's just really never been a time to whip that out.
I can drive a manual, but there's like no manual vehicles anymore, so it feels pretty useless.
To memory, I've never caught a fish, so I like to catch fish.
I can hop in.
Yeah, I think you should hop in.
Definitely want to go on a hike. Definitely want to fish. And then probably see a bear. I hope I see a bear.
Oh, yeah, I want to see a bear. And then a moose. I want to see a bear and a moose.
I always put my left sock on first.
Yeah.
It's not that big of a deal.
I'll go left and then right.
You guys both put your left sock on first?
Yeah, it feels right.
It feels so weird to put my right sock on
If
first.
I put the right one on, I'll have a bad day.
I actually can't do it.
Yeah.
Top 2 movies are Interstellar and The Prestige.
Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick.
Wow. Yeah, we'll go one more.
Hobby?
I love to golf and just be outdoors.
I like to play NBA 2K16
Why specifically NBA 2K16?
because I had an Xbox One and I played NBA 2K16 and the other games were like $100, so I've stuck with that one since 2015.
Fair enough.
Welcome back into the Matsu Minor YouTube channel broadcast. I'm Landon Stilz. To my right is the wonderful Dylan VanderVeen. It's a 0-0 game here in the bottom of the first inning. Leading off is the second baseman for your Miners, Cole Funkhauser. Funkhauser has started this season off very well, batting .333. The first pitch from Finanzo misses inside, 1-0. Finazzo's a 10.35 ERA, appeared in just one game, gave up 3 hits on 3 runs. That one runs way inside. It's 2-0 now on the second baseman. Righty-on-righty matchup. Finazzo's from Highland, California. Stands in at 6'4", 240. There's no way that's right. 210, excuse me. It's a 3-0 count on Funkhauser. Here's the pitch. Runs inside. It's a 4-pitch walk, and the leadoff man is aboard for the Miners. Funkhauser led things off yesterday with a base hit against the Glacier Pilots down in Anchorage. The Miners seem to have found themselves a leadoff hitter in the absence of Luke Wilson, who's been moved back to the 9 spot and dealing with what we believe is some sort of right leg issue, but he is completely okay. They're just giving him the day off today. For Evan Biltzer to play out and left. The pitch is outside to Elliot Medlock. Medlock had a golden sombrero yesterday. 4 strikeouts, 2 looking, 2 swinging. Poked fun at us after that game. As that one runs behind Medlock. 2-0.
Yeah, shout out to Elliot's dad out there who thinks apparently I'm the funniest guy ever because
I'm going to disagree with that, but
yeah,
people have their
I'm
opinions.
sure a lot of people do, but yeah, Elliot Medlock, yeah, that golden sombrero. I literally told the broadcast yesterday, I said the only reason I said that is because Elliot Medlock's going to say something to me after the game about it. I was like, I know he's going to because me and Elliot's probably the most talkative person so far on the team, at least with us, him and Rich.
Absolutely, him and Rich
Erickson are definitely the two that talk easily the most to us, so, yeah, you gotta poke some fun with him. Especially when he does so many things that are just so funny, you know what I mean?
Oh my
such
God,
a goofball.
He's absolutely hilarious. Medlock now stands on first. The umpire said that last pitch that ran behind him hit the right fielder, as the home plate umpire and the Bucs head coach wanted to have a quick discussion about that call. Play resumes as the DH Carter Geffrey steps into the box. Geffrey, if you caught our pregame show, was the Matsu Minor Player of the Week. Batting .600 currently. Couple of walks to his name, 4 hits, 4 runs scored, 6 hits, only one of which have been a double with 2 RBIs. A guy known for his power has been hitting mainly singles. Finazzo deals from the stretch to Geffrey. He fouls that one straight back. 0-1. First and second with nobody out. Funkhauser is off of second. He walked, and then Medlock was hit in the back. He's off of first. Finazzo is set. Here's the pitch. Skips in, 1-1 now on Geffrey. Sherman's the one behind the dish today. Has already had to make a few blocks, as Finazzo has struggled with his location early. The 1-1 to Geffrey. Hit down the line, foul. It's 1-2. Something that Geffrey's been wanting to work on is putting the ball in play mostly. He thinks he fouls off too many pitches that he should be putting into the field of play. As he stepped away, it looked like that was one he wanted back. As he's behind in the count, 1-2. Finazzo in the driver's seat deals. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. Geffrey goes down swinging for the first down in the inning.
Yeah, tried to hold up as well as he could, but ended up going through. So it's a tough call, but Carter Geffrey, probably went around on those. I mean, that's a call. I mean, I couldn't tell you one way or another.
We can't see from up here, so
that's not something I can tell you. So, but yeah, Carter Eberhard, who's had a really good start to exhibition play and stuff like that. He had his first actual hit, and you see the stat line there with 1 RBI and a walk, but had that double yesterday to score one of the runs, and that was his first hit technically of league play, but we mentioned he was the double machine in exhibition play.
That double brought Funkhauser home to score yesterday, as Eberhard is quickly behind 0-2. 2 straight strikes looking. Funkhauser stands off of second now. He was brought home by Eberhard's double yesterday in the top of the first inning. Venanzo, taking his time, deals home. The ball's hit right back up the middle to a waiting Haas. Steps on the bag. One, there's two. Yes, it is, in time. 6-6-3 double play to end the inning. The Miners strand Funkhauser over at third. We will be right back. 0-0.
Fisher Sims, Colorado School of Mines.
Evan Bilter, Colorado School of Mines. I've always wanted to go to Alaska. It was a beautiful location, and my boy Fisher lives up here, so it's a good deal.
Yeah, the field is great. Love the community and love the energy we got here, and very excited. I like to DJ and also play pickleball.
I like to fish, read, also play pickleball. So back in the day when they were doing like the Manhattan Project, you know, the nuclear research, they were doing research at mines, and they buried a bunch of waste, and on top of that waste, they built a baseball field. So we're playing on top of that. Never step on the line, no matter what.
Yeah, I know it's brutal, but the same thing, never step on the line.
Green Book and The Sandlot.
Probably Interstellar and Seven.
Can write with both hands. I guess.
My parents say DJ, but I think my most useless skill is badminton, for sure.
All right, Carter Eberhard, California Baptist University. I picked it because they had a really good development for players, and I really like the campus and coaches. Honestly, my coach just put a sheet on my locker and said that's where I'm going. So that they have a stunt program that's won every national championship and has never lost a game. Shawshank Redemption, and gotta say,
welcome back into the broadcast. For the top of the second inning, Connor Mundy is facing off against James Provencio. The first pitch is skied out into left center field for a base hit. First pitch, Provencio turns on it, and the leadoff man is aboard for the Bucs in the top of the second inning. That'll bring up Reese Sherman, the man behind the dish today for the Anchorage Bucs. Had to block a couple of pitches in the bottom half of the first inning, but none got by him. The 0 to the catcher, hit on the ground to Parentoni at short. Here's one, on to first, in time. The leadoff hit is erased with a quick 6-4-3 double play to get things going.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it really matters with Parentoni there at shortstop or who's over there at second base between Elliott Medlock and Cole Funkhauser. You get a lot of ground ball double plays, a lot more than a normal team would get. And it's a really good job by their pitchers
forcing those weak contact ground balls, and Mundy gets the job done there and gets himself a reward with
a couple of outs.
Bring up Logan Ewell. Ewell's in a 1-1 count. Mundy taking his time. Here's the delivery. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball down in the dirt. 1-2. Miners defense proving early that the first game against the Bucs in regular season play might have been a fluke, as they've turned a double play and made a few easy routine ground balls that they struggled with in that first game as that pitch is outside. It's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes on the lefty Ewell. Here's the pitch. Down the right field line and out of play, foul. Ewell so far this season coming in today batting .385. 5 hits on 4 runs scored. The 2-2. Hit well through for a base hit down the right side of the infield. Fielding it is Medlock. It's another base hit in the inning as Logan Ewell is the next runner to reach. That'll bring up the shortstop, Grant Haas. Haas has played in every game so far against the Miners this season. But he has struggled, currently batting .188 in conference play. Only 3 hits in 12 ABs. Has a triple, however, for his one and only extra base hit. Sees ahead in the count 1-0.
Almost positive that triple was against the Miners, if I'm not wrong on that.
You would be correct on that. The 1-0 to Haas. Breaking ball in there. Called strike 1. Mundy looks in for his pitch from McGee in a 1-1 count. Leading off of first is Ewell. Here's the delivery. Breaking ball misses just low. 2-1. Ewell with a small lead off of first base. Eberhardt's keeping him close. Mundy's already thrown over twice earlier in this game when McGarry was on base, excuse me, as that pitch is in there for a called strike. It's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. Leading off of first is Logan Ewell. Mundy is set from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball runs high inside. Didn't break the way he wanted. It's 3-2. Here's the payoff. Taking off is Ewell as that ball's hit into left field. Under it is Bilter, and he makes the grab for the final out of the inning. 2 more total hits for the Bucs, but only 1 is left stranded after a smooth double play. And we'll be right back for the bottom of the second inning here on the Matsu Miner YouTube channel. Don't go anywhere.
Fisher Sims, Colorado School of Mines.
Evan Bilter, Colorado School of Mines. I've always wanted to go to Alaska. It was a beautiful location, and my boy Fisher lives up here, so it's a good deal.
Yeah, the field is great. Love the community and love the energy we got here, and very excited. I like to DJ and also play pickleball.
I like to fish, read, also play pickleball. So back in the day when they were doing like the Manhattan Project, you know, the nuclear research, they were doing research at mines, and they buried a bunch of waste, and on top of that waste, they built a baseball field. So we're playing on top of that. Never step on the line, no matter what.
Yeah, I know it's brutal, but the same thing, never step on the line.
Green Book and The Sandlot.
Probably Interstellar and Seven.
Can write with both hands. I guess.
My parents say DJ, but I think my most useless skill is badminton, for sure.
back in here on the Miners broadcast. Dylan VanderVeen with you, or the Landon Stilz will be back here in just a second as well. But 0-1 so far on the count. These two teams we mentioned once already have played. Bucs got 3 hits in the first 2 innings, but haven't played at anything so far. Bottom of the second and a 0-0 game. And 2-1 count so far on the first batter for the Miners of the inning in James McGee. McGee's going to take a time, make sure that his gear's on correctly before he steps back in. Two and one, smacked into right field and underneath it for the grab and the first out.
Now batting, your third baseman, number 16, Carson Grout.
That'll bring up the third baseman, Carson Grout, one of 2 lefties in the lineup today for the Miners. Here's the first pitch from Finanzo, swung on and missed. Beautiful breaking ball. Quick second pitch from Finanzo, breaking ball. Grout doesn't offer, 1-1. Finanzo shakes off the first pitch, standing tall from the stretch as he deals home. Fastball on the inside part of the plate called, 1-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball on the outside part of the plate, swung through by Grout for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, your center fielder, number 30, Lincoln Stevenson.
That'll bring up the center fielder, Lincoln Stevenson. First pitch, hit on the ground to second, fielded by Underhill. Cleanly over to first for the final out of the inning. Miners go down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the second. We'll be right back for the top of the third. Don't go anywhere.
Connor Mundy, Sam Houston State.
Kay Narn, Bowling Green State University.
It's close to home, and I thought it was a good fit for me.
Close to home as well. Great coaches, great team. Love it there.
Coach had a connection, and I had some teammates last year that came up here. They developed really well. I thought it'd be a good chance for me to develop as well.
A teammate of mine my freshman year went here and he showed me some pictures and thought it was really cool, and I wanted to experience it.
Put on weight, first of all. Meet new friends and go win some ball games.
I'd say meet new people, develop as a baseball player, and just see some different wildlife I'm not used to.
Either you want to see a bear?
Do I want to see a bear? I would love to see a bear.
Same here. I'd love to see a bear.
Especially a moose.
Saw a baby moose yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah.
I would say Major League.
Vaughn into the windup in his first offering. Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed.
And Fast and Furious 5.
I'll go with Sandlot and the Benchwarmers.
I caught it. You're out.
But I dicked it. It hit the bat.
You're still out.
You're still back.
Don't touch the white line.
I'll say don't touch the white line either.
Ooh, Larry the Lobster.
I'll go Patrick.
Does Patrick laugh right now?
Ha 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 ha.
Welcome back into the Matsu Minor YouTube channel broadcast. For the top of the third inning, leading off for the Anchorage Bucs is Joey Nere. Ray coming into today, posting a .333 batting average early on in this season so far. The first pitch from Monday is swung on and missed, 0-1. Joey Narrett, not a typical 9-hole hitter, a guy with a lot of power, especially at a field like this one, 322 to the corners, wind normally blowing out towards right field as he pops that one up down the third base line. Grout's in foul territory, it's out of play, 0-2. Still a 0-0 game, no hits yet for the Miners. Bucs have 3, but none have really been of any threat. 1 hit in the top of the first inning, 2 hits in the top of the second for the Bucs. The 0-2, fouled straight back. We'll do it once more. And Ray steps back into the box, lefty on righty matchup. Monday, the southpaw, is set and deals. Breaking ball outside, 1-2. The 1-2 for Monday. High and inside, evens the count up at 2-2. Ray has 2 walks to his name so far in the regular season. The even 2-2. Inside, 3-2 now. From 0-2 to 3-2 comes Ray. He's worked the count full. The payoff pitch. Just misses low. It's going to be a leadoff walk to Joey Ray. And the Bucs have had a base runner in each of the first 3 innings.
Now batting, second baseman number 13, Landon Underhill.
They'll turn the lineup over for the second baseman, Landon Underhill. He's 0 for 1 today. Popped up to the third baseman, Carson Grout, in foul territory to get this game started. Off of first is Ray. Eberhard trying to keep him close. Monday is set from the stretch and deals home. Ball misses outside. It's 1-0. Monday's fastball is missed consistently on that left side part of left outside corner. Shakes off the first 4 pitches now from McGee. Looks back over at Ray at first. Here's the pitch to Underhill. In there, called strike 1.
Well, there's always 2 different things called each pitch. There's always 1 pitch and then 1 location. So it could also be shaken off 2 pitches, then could be shaken off outside, then inside, want it down the or middle, then outside, or wherever you really want it. I mean, you got a different location, you got a different pitch. So it's always 2 signs per pitch. So more than likely shaking off a couple locations and a couple of pitches.
Unless Monday throws 4 different pitches, 5 different pitches. I don't know if he does or not. I mean, I honestly don't know if he throws 5 different pitches. So
Still a 1-1 count as he checks over on Ray at first. Ray takes off. Here's the throw from McGee. In time! Nere gets caught stealing on a beautiful throw and tag from McGee and Parentoni for the first out of the inning. It's a 2-1 count on Underhill. Mundy misses with that one. The count will go to 3-1. Mundy walked away to get the inning started. He was just thrown out on the base pass trying to steal second. The 3-1 delivery. Hit right back up the middle, and Stevenson is going to have to cut it off and play it on a hop. It's a base hit for Underhill. Mundy giving up the 4th hit so far just through 2 1/3 innings. Let's bring up Kai McGarry. 1 for 1 with a base hit. Back in the top half of the first inning. Mundy taking his time and deals to the righty. Outside, 1-0. Outfield playing McGarry pretty much straight up. Bilter a little in on the second base side. Not too far, though. Here's the delivery. It's a breaking ball. Popped up. 1-1 out of play.
Yeah, and Medlock's playing pretty deep out there in right field. I mean, the ball carries towards right here, but
I don't know if it carries that much.
maybe I'm just looking at it wrong, but it looks like Medlock is significantly deeper, but maybe it's just
I think it is the angle, but I see what you're saying. Here's the 1-1, misses inside, 2-1 now on McGarry.
Yeah, I think it's just the angle, but like, yeah, I mean,
it looks like he's maybe about even with Stevenson and Bilter's a little more in.
Yeah, maybe.
The 2-1 from Mundy. Breaking ball. Misses high. 3-1. Mundy at 43 pitches. 24 of them have been strikes so far. Leading off of first is Underhill after his base hit. To left center field. The 3-1. In there, called strike 2. McGarry thought it was high.
There's another one that's thrown their bat. We were talking about that on the broadcast again yesterday. What is that, like the 9th player that's done that in this league?
There's been quite a few that we've seen so far in games. It's a full count now on McGarry. Underhill leads off of first with 1 out here in the inning. Still no ball game. Mundy taking off is McGarry. Or Underhill, excuse me, as McGarry fouls that one off. Underhill will have to retreat back to first. Bucs have already ran once on McGee. They are 0 for 1 with his arm. Threw out an array to get the first out in the inning. The payoff. In there, called strike 3. Beautiful breaking ball for Mundy to get the left fielder looking.
And it was perfect right over the plate. Ended up right in the heart. Maybe was expecting something different and just kind of saw it hang in there. But I mean, we saw a lot of called third strikes yesterday between the Glacier Pilots and the Miners between the two teams. I mean, they just had a lot of called third strikes. There was a lot of ring-ups in that game yesterday. And, you know, you don't want to leave it up to the umpire regardless of anything. You just never want to leave the pitch up to the umpire if it's even anywhere close with 2 strikes.
That ball's hit in the air to shallow left field. Parentoni calling everyone off. And he's under it to make the grab for the final out of the inning. That one was hit sky high. It was 2 more hits for the Bucs with 1 runner left stranded. Still an 0-0 ball game. We'll be right back for the bottom of the 3rd inning. Don't go anywhere.
Last name of your school?
Ridge Erickson, I'm from BYU.
Joe McGee from St. Mary's.
Why'd you guys pick your college?
I chose BYU. It's Big 12, good competition, and it's good culture there.
Oliver Hall on the weekends.
One of my past teammates went there, and he called me and said if I wanted to come, and I said, yeah.
I just really wanted to live with a host family.
Probably a trumpet. I can play the trumpet.
Clash Royale. I'm good at Clash Royale.
Favorite SpongeBob character?
I like Gary.
I'll go with Patrick.
That's Patrick laugh right now.
I don't know how to do it.
Come on, you got it.
Connor Mundy, Sam Houston State.
K. Narn, Bowling Green State University.
It's close to home, and I thought it was a good fit for me.
Close to home as well. Great coaches, great team. Love it there.
Coach had a connection, and I had some teammates last year that came up here. They developed really well. I thought it'd be a good chance for me to develop as well.
A teammate of mine my freshman year went here, and he showed me some pictures, and thought it was really cool, and I wanted to experience it.
Put on weight, first of all. Meet new friends, and go win some ball games.
I'd say meet new people.
Greg Parentoni leads us off for the bottom of the third inning. The first pitch he sees from Finazzo is in there for called strike one. Miners still searching for their first hit. Funkhauser reached on a walk, and Medlock reached on a hit by pitch, as Parentoni's quickly behind 0-2 now. Those have been the only base runners for the Miners. The 0-2 to Parentoni, swing and a miss on a drop third strike, and the throw to first is in time. Parentoni goes down swinging for the first out. That'll bring up the left fielder, Evan Bilter. Bilter and Wilson have been switching out of that 9-hole spot out in left field over these past few contests. The 0-0 to Bilter. Just misses little low, 1-0.
That looked like a pretty good pitch to me. Love Evan Bilter, so I'll always root for Evan Bilter, but you know.
The 1-0 to Bilter. Hit in the air into shallow right field. Under it is the right fielder, Ewell, right at the line in foul territory for the second out in the inning. To bring up the leadoff man in Cole Funkhauser. Only 5 pitches so far in the inning for Finazzo. Been extremely efficient. 26 pitches on 15 strikes. Just mowing down the Miners. The 0 to Funkhauser. Hit on the ground, foul down the third base line.
Now some really good athleticism by Jackson Jarvis down the line, too. He reached out almost all the way. It was just a little too far.
Funkhauser steps back in the box. It's a ready-on-ready setup. Finazzo deals home. Breaking ball just breaks a little too far outside, 1-1. Dealing quickly from the stretch. Pitch is fouled straight back off the broadcast booth. It's 1-2. Funkhauser looking to avoid being the second victim of the K-ball in this inning. Just fouls that one off.
Oh, batter's
interference was called as Funkhauser
hit
it fair and then hit it with his bat as he was trying to discern where the ball went. Be called out for batter's interference as head coach Ty LeBrun comes out to have a quick conversation with the home plate umpire.
Yeah, so what's gonna be the ruling here is it bounced up in fair territory, bounced possibly off the plate, something like that in the fair territory, and then hit him when he was running down the line. So that would be called batter's interference for touching the ball a second time. So that would be called a batter's interference, would technically be the call on that.
Josh Jansen, University of Oshkosh.
Grayson Chapel, Central Missouri.
I went to my college. It was just a good fit for me out of high school. It was close to home, and I really liked the coaches.
Yeah, close to home. Parents can come see me.
I got that opportunity when my coach approached me. My coach actually played here, I think, 20 years ago now. So it was a really cool opportunity, and I didn't look back on it.
Coach called me and said I get to be the ball sack man, so I get to carry the balls for the pitchers.
I know the first 20 digits of pi. 3.1415926535897932384626.
He completely made that up, by the way.
No, I didn't. Nope. You can look it up.
He's right. He's right.
Look it up. Oh, not really, no.
I always have to be chewing gum.
I think mine would have to be Squidward. I think I understand the life. He just wants a quiet life, not to be bothered, and I understand that.
I like Gary.
Welcome back into the Matsu Minor broadcast. RJ Ruiz is going to lead things off for the Bucs in the top of the fourth inning. The first pitch from Mundy misses outside, 1-0. Mundy's given up 4 hits, no runs yet on either side. Miners have yet to have a hit. 48 pitches for Mundy. This is 49. Swung on, missed. 1-1 on the DH. Or the first baseman, excuse me. Here's the 1-1 from Mundy. Breaking ball misses low. 2-1.
He's done a pretty good job so far, though, giving up those 4 hits, but he's made sure that they don't come across the plate. That's obviously the most important part, that you don't give up these runs. And, you know, the Miners need to do it on the more the offensive side to try to help out Connor Mundy. I've mentioned it how many times on a broadcast where how much easier it is to pitch with even a 2-0 lead than in a tie ball game. I know that makes sense to a lot of the people that watch baseball all the time and everything like that, but for some people that don't necessarily watch it all the time, it's so much bigger to pitch, and how big of a more confidence level and how much easier with stress-free it is to pitch in a 2-0 ball game, even to a 0-0 ball game, is immense. Even a 1-0 ball game has more confidence level.
The 2-2 runs way inside on Ruiz. It's a full count now on the Bucs' first baseman. Ruiz is still searching for his first base hit of regular season play. The payoff pitch. In there, called strike 3. Ruiz thought it was a free pass, but it's a free pass back to the dugout on a called strike 3.
Now, must have thought that was possibly low, because that was definitely over the plate. But, I mean, again, you see the batter throw their bat. I mean, why are so many people doing that in this league? I don't understand it. Like, I've never seen it happen so many times this early in a season like that. I mean, I usually see it 3-4 times, like, throughout a season, maybe a little bit more than that. Like once a game to twice a game, like we're seeing it right now, it's quite a few.
That brings up James Provencio, the third baseman. He swings and misses at the first pitch. Actually fouled off into the plate. 0-1. Provencio had a base hit his last time up. He's over at third today for the Bucs. The 0-1 from Mundy. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. 0-2. The 0-2 to Provencio. Swing and a miss. Tags him out on a drop third strike to end the inning. Connor Mundy gets the second out.
Now batting, catcher number 27, Reese Sherman.
That'll bring up Reese Sherman. Mundy now with 4 Ks on the day. First pitch to Sherman. It's a breaking ball that lands in there. Called strike 1.
A real nice job not allowing anybody on so far in this inning. If you can get through this inning right here, that would be 4 innings that Mundy would get through in. When we were talking to Jordan Duell, it was something where we were talking to him, and he goes, you know, if we can get 5-6 innings out of our starters, I mean, automatically that saves our bullpen when we lost a couple of arms on the season. That is a squibbler of a ground ball. Mundy's losing his footing. Did he step on the bag in time? No, he did not. Mundy doesn't agree with the call, but the runner is going to be safe, and this inning will continue with 1 on. Interesting. Mundy thought for sure that he got him. But the inning continues after Mundy nearly lost his feet. Did a good job to step on the bag, but didn't really have the angle to kind of flip it as he was losing his feet. Still got 2 outs in the inning. Haas in now. Or excuse me, that's actually Logan Ewell. Haas is up next. Ewell, sky high, towering pop-up over to second. Funkhauser is underneath it, and he'll make the catch to retire the top of the 4th. We're going to the bottom half. It's a 0-0 game. Miners still looking for their first hit.
Red tickets out, a couple more prizes.
I'm Jack Insel.
Michael Keneally.
Where'd you guys go to school?
I go to Barry University in Florida.
Go to Gonzaga University.
It's warm and it's in Miami.
I'm from Spokane, where Gonzaga is, so always wanted to go there.
It's a good opportunity to play against some good competition, and it's in Alaska. It's pretty far from home, so I guess it's cool to be out in the mountains.
It's a good league, good team. Come up, get some more innings, and have some fun while doing it.
I can juggle.
I'm pretty good at the kendama thing.
Ooh, I can surf.
Say playing basketball.
One time, one of our position players was on bucket in center field, and he got almost hit by a baseball, and so the coach made him run with the L screen around the whole field. So that was pretty cool.
I'll say my team at Gonzaga put up 14 runs with 2 outs this spring.
Patrick.
Yeah, Patrick for sure.
All right, best Patrick laugh right now.
Oh, I don't got it.
I can't even remember. There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Welcome back into the Matt Sue Miner YouTube channel broadcast for the bottom of the 4th inning. It's still a 0-0 ball game. 5 hits for the Bucs, none for the Miners. Standing in to lead things off is the right fielder Elliot Medlock. The first pitch from Finazzo misses outside. Medlock was hit by a pitch back in the 1st inning, one of 2 base runners early in this game for the Miners. Those 2 came in the first inning. Cole Funkhauser was the other one, reached on a 4-pitch walk. The 1-0 runs inside, 2-0 now on Medlock. Medlock in the driver's seat as Fernando deals. Medlock hits that one well, out to left field, and it's out of here. Elliot Medlock, no doubt about it. See ya.
So you can now take off that golden sombrero for Elliot Medlock. We're giving him, don't worry, we'll give him the credit where credit's due. That ball left in an absolute hurry of a time to 322, just over the fence. And Elliot Medlock can take a bow in this one, and it will be a 1-0 game.
Elliot Medlock took that golden sombrero and just chucked it 340 feet over the left field wall. That'll bring up the designated hitter, Carter Geffrey. First pitch he sees is in there for a ball. It's 1-0. God, Medlock got that out in a hurry. The 1-0 to Geffrey misses outside, 2-0 now. Here's the 2-0. Catches the outside part of the plate, 2-1.
A really good job by Medlock. We'll get the good call as well on there to post on our socials. Good job by Elliot Medlock. I just realized with all the fuss and everything like that, I definitely did not start the right side social media camera. I just thought about that. And Elliot Medlock's not going to be very happy at me when I tell him that. So.
Oh, no, he's not going to be happy. It's an even 2-2 to Geffrey. Here's the pitch. That ball's hit down the line and foul out in right field.
It's okay, though. It's fine. We're okay.
Yeah, you make fun of him for golden sombrero yesterday.
We got the call.
And then you don't get his home run on the social media camera.
We got the call. So we got the call and we got the shot on the camera, right? I mean, mostly.
The 2-2 outside works the count full now on Geffrey. Geffrey with 3 walks already in this young season. The payoff. Swing and foul tipped into the glove. Geffrey goes down swinging for the first down in the inning.
Now batting, your first baseman, number 29, Carter Eberhard.
Fanazio with a quick rebound out after giving up the home run to Medlock to lead the inning off. Brings up Carter Eberhard. Eberhard recorded his first base hit yesterday. It was a double, as he's nicknamed the double machine for a reason. Swings through the first pitch, 0-1.
Well, what a really good start for Elliot Medlock. Yeah, sorry, but yeah. I definitely did not start the social media camera. I definitely did not. I'm thinking about it so hard right now.
Slow chopper down the first base line, fielded right there on the bag is Rouet. And he steps on it himself for the second out in the inning.
Now batting, your catcher, number 28.
This will bring up the catcher, James McGee. McGee hails out of Kennesaw State University. You'll see his Meet the Minor very soon. It's almost done as he hits that one well out into left center field. Nare doesn't have to go far. He's under it for the final out of the inning. But Elliot Medlock leaves the yard as the Miners get their first hit and score their first run. It's 1-0. We'll be right back.
Connor Mundy, Sam Houston State.
Kay Narn, Bowling Green State University.
It's close to home, and I thought it was a good fit for me.
Close to home as well. Great coaches, great team. Love it there.
Coach had a connection, and I had some teammates last year that came up here. They developed really well. I thought it'd be a good chance for me to develop as well.
A teammate of mine my freshman year went here, and he showed me some pictures, and thought it was really cool, and I wanted to experience it.
Put on weight, first of all. Meet new friends and go win some ball games.
I'd say meet new people, develop as a baseball player and just see some different wildlife I'm not used to.
Either of you want to see a bear?
Do I want to see a bear? I would love to see a bear.
Same here. I'd love to see a bear.
Especially
That'd
a
be
moose.
Saw a baby moose yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah.
I would say Major League.
Vaughn into the windup in his first offering. Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed.
And Fast and Furious 5.
I'll go with Sandlot and the Benchwarmers.
I caught it. You're out.
But I ticked it. It hit the bat.
You're still out.
You're still back.
Don't touch the white line.
I'll say don't touch the white line either.
Ooh. Larry the Lobster.
I'll go Patrick.
Let's Patrick laugh right now.
Ha 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 ha.
Welcome back into the Matsu Minor YouTube channel broadcast. Miners lead this one after a beautiful home run from Elliot Medlock. It's 1-0. Mundy's out for his 5th inning of work through 4 scoreless, giving up only 4 hits. First batter he will be facing will be the shortstop Grant Haas. Pitch from Mundy runs inside, 1-0. Haas is 0 for 1 today. Shortstop came in today batting 188 with 1 triple. He hit that against the Miners back in Game 2 of the regular season. That pitch is hit right back at Mundy, spears it, and nice little underhand throw over to first for the first out in the inning. This will bring up Joey Neray. Neray is 1 for 1, but was caught stealing. Neray walked, excuse me. Was caught stealing on a beautiful throw out and tag out from James McGee and Greg Parentoni. The first pitch to the lefty runs just inside, 1-0. We have an injury timeout of Dylan VanderVeen. Popped his knee while he was going to start the camera for Elliott, just in case he goes yard a second time.
Yeah, that hurt. I'm not gonna lie. I feel very good. Yeah, me and Landon both have had knee injuries in the past. His was
a lot worse than yours.
Yeah.
Was that the same knee that you?
Yes. Yeah. That actually hurt, but that's all right. It'll be fine. It happens.
It's an even 1-1 count on Neray with 1 out here in the inning. Mundy is set from the stretch and deals home. Breaking ball misses outside. 2-1.
The worst part, I was trying to make fun of the Anchorage Bucs broadcaster as he was running up the stairs too slow, and I was trying to catch him, and that's why I popped my knee. So that's even worse.
Hurt yourself and your pride.
Yeah.
As it's a 2-1 pitch home to Neray. Fastball in there, evens the count up at 2-2.
For those of you who don't know, the 2 broadcasters for the Bucs also go to Syracuse. So that's how.
Yes,
we're good buddies with them. They can go to school with Landon. So.
One of them is my roommate, Alex, and then my good friend, Milo. The even 2-2, Mundy deals. That ball's popped up. Calling everyone off his Funkhauser as he charges and makes the grab. In the infield dirt for the second out of the inning. This will turn the lineup over for Landon Underhill. Underhill led off the game with a walk and then recorded a... Led off the game with a base hit, excuse me. I'm looking at the wrong player. The first pitch to Underhill misses outside, 1-0. Underhill 1 for 2 today. Came in to today's game, batting .385.
Such a strange game right now with only 5 hits, but 4 of them being from Bucs players. Can Grout kind of track down this ball?
Grout takes it all the way to the fence, but it's out of play. 1-1 on It's a 1-1 count on Underhill. Nobody on with 2 out in the inning. Mundy looking to get through 5 scoreless. The 1-1. Breaking ball in the dirt. 2-1 now on the Bucs' second baseman.
Finish it. Finish it with this pitch.
The 2-1 popped up into left center field is Stevenson. He's under it for the final out of the inning. Down go the Bucs, 1-2-3, as Connor Mundy gets through 5 scoreless. The Miners still lead it 1-0. We'll be right back.
Greg Pierantoni, Pomona pitcher.
Colin Muskelly, Long Beach State.
I wanted to enjoy the SoCal weather. That was a big part of it.
I mean, again, SoCal weather, and I'm close to home. I live 15 minutes away. One of my coaches at Long Beach, Tyler Bassetti, he coached here, played here, so he kind of hooked me up with it.
I'd heard good things about it and also wanted a different summer ball experience in Alaska. I got Moneyball and Saving Private Ryan, in no particular order.
American Pie and the first Top Gun. A bear ran through my campsite at Yellowstone when I was camping.
I got lost at Disneyland when I was little. Probably SpongeBob.
Larry the Lobster.
Give me SpongeBob laugh.
It's been a minute since I've watched it, so couldn't really do it for you.
Come on.
I'm Garrett Bauman. I'm in the transfer portal.
Cole Marthel, Johnny, Sam Houston. I just heard, had a couple buddies play for Matsu last year, so I heard great things, great competition, so just looking forward to compete.
Yeah, I mean, it sounded pretty cool. Seemed like a fun place to be, and I need somewhere to play to get seen by some schools, so.
Probably juggling. I can juggle, so say that's
ride a
pretty
unicycle.
You should ride a unicycle?
Yeah.
That's fire.
Probably go.
Welcome back into the Matsu Minor YouTube broadcast. Carson Grout's going to lead things off for the bottom of the 5th inning against a new pitcher in Wyron Nelson. The first pitch to Grout is outside, 1-0. And that ball is through for a base hit. Carson Grout records the second hit of the game for the Miners.
Yeah, they're starting to kind of swing the bat a little bit better. New pitcher here on the mound for the Bucs as well in number 23.
Wyland Nelson, he's got a 9 ERA so far. He's pitched in 2 innings, gave up 1 hit, 2 runs, both of which were earned on 2 walks. Faced 7 batters. As the first pitch to Stevenson misses, it's 1-0. Nelson deals. Catches the inside part of the plate this time. It's an even 1-1 now on the Minor center fielder. The 1-1. Upstairs, 2-1 now on Stevenson. Grout taking a decent lead off of first, but not showing any intention of stealing so far. Got his sign from head coach Tyler Brunn, just standing outside the dugout as they check back on Grout. He's in there safely. Pitch is right back up the middle, speared beautifully onto second for 1 onto first. In time, an unconventional 1-6-3 double play to get the first 2 outs in the inning.
As soon as he fielded that, I knew it was going to be a double play because it was such a hot shot back at him that you had like a minute and a half to throw the ball over to second base and to first base. So I knew it was going to be 2 as soon as that happened. But, I mean, that's why you heard my reaction on the broadcast. But, yeah, I mean, what a great play. Just an unfortunate event for the Miners who are just trying to get their bats going, and outside of Elliott Medlock, they have not been able to so far today.
So I'll bring up Greg Parentoni. The first pitch to him runs inside, 1-0. Parentoni hits that one well out into left field, but right there is the left fielder McGarry to end the inning. Miners get a base hit, but it is erased by a beautiful double play from the Bucs defense. It's still 1-0 as we get set for the top of the 6th on the Matsu Miner YouTube channel.
Josh Jansen, University of Oshkosh.
Grayson Chapel, Central Missouri.
I went to my college. It was just a good fit for me out of high school. It was close to home, and I really liked the coaches.
Yeah, close to home. Parents can come see me.
I got that opportunity when my coach approached me. My coach actually played here, I think, 20 years ago now. So it was a really cool opportunity, and I didn't look back on it.
Coach called me and said I get to be the ball sack man, so I get to carry the balls for the pitchers.
I know the first 20 digits of pi. 3.1415926535897932384626.
He completely made that up, by the way.
No, I didn't. Nope. You can look it up.
He's right. He's right.
Look it up. Oh, not really, no.
I always have to be chewing gum.
I think mine would have to be Squidward. I think I understand the life. He just wants a quiet life, not to be bothered, and I understand that.
Get out of my house!
I like Gary.
Welcome back into the Matsu Miner YouTube broadcast. It's the top of the 6th inning, and Connor Mundy is still on the mound. He's thrown 69 pitches. The 70th will be here to Kai McGarry, who ended off the last inning. That's a bunt attempt, but foul. 0-1.
Yeah, I don't think that was going for a base hit regardless. Carson Grout was straight on that on the bunt coverage. If that went to the third base side there like it was supposed to down the line, that was going right in the glove of Carson Grout and thrown over to first. I expect him, he's playing even with the bag right now, almost nearly on the lip. As you can see to your left side, I expect him possibly be a little bit farther up than that.
Zone 1
That's a good place right there.
0-1 to McGarry. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball in there, called strike 2.
There you go. Now you can back up. I like watching third base. Now you can see him back up like 3 or 4 different steps, and 2 strikes. You're not. The odds of bunting with 2 strikes in a situation
go
like
down
this
significantly.
Are very, very, very low.
Mundy's set from the 0-2 from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Just misses outside. 1-2 now on McGarry. McGarry's 1 for 2 so far today. One of the 4 hits given up by Mundy. The 1-2. Just misses away. It's 2-2 now.
And one thing we actually have talked about with Carson Grout, I was wondering why he was still playing so far up more on the lip when there's 2 strikes on the batter. I've been watching him throughout this time, but it's because of the lip on the infield grass. That's exactly why. I completely forgot we had that conversation in the van. We'll let you get this pitch, but we had that conversation in the van. He likes to play up a little bit further when he can. It doesn't have to play deep because of that lip. It's a little bit hard and challenging to play. We've seen it play on Parentoni a couple of different times. We saw it play on Fisher Sims earlier this season as well. He doesn't want to deal with that outfield grass lip that's just can be a little bit hectic and got some jump to it at times. And especially when you're playing at the hot corner, the last thing that you ever want to do is take a bad hop at the hot corner, because that ball gets to you quickly, and you don't want a quick ball, obviously, to hop up into your face. I mean, no, you never want a ball to hop up in your face in baseball.
But especially at the hot corner, that's
hot
a problem.
corner when it's coming at you at 90, 95 miles an hour off the bat, and then it can take a bad hop after that. That's when it becomes.
You were
super
third baseman.
dangerous.
You ever take one off the face?
I never took one off the face. I took one off the face at second base when I was way younger. But I never took one off the face at third base. No, I was really close. I told you that story. I was really close at one that was a hot shot straight at my face, and I wouldn't have if I wouldn't have caught it, it would have hit me in the face, like directly in the face. But
Taylor hits that one well out to left field, going back, and it's gone. A 2-run blast from Luke Taylor. It's the second home run of the year for the freshman, and the designated hitter makes it a 2-1 ball game.
And man, so the long ball playing significantly so far in this game. Elliot Medlock had the solo shot, and now Taylor with the 2-run lead changer in the top of the 6th. And Mundy had been pitching so well up to this point, finally misses one, and it's got to be a 2-run home run. But we'll see how Connor Mundy responds. He's responded well in certain situations, and we'll see if he can go right back to work and finish off this 6th inning.
Brings up R.J. Rouet. He swings at the first pitch, and he'll be out of play and foul.
See, right back to it. Get yourself a strike, get a weak foul ball, and you're right back into the groove. Get strike 2 right here, and you got a 0-2 count to work with towards your first out.
Warming up at the Miners bullpen now is number 22, Garrett Bauman. The 0-1 from Mundy. Slow chopper over to Funkhauser at second. He fields it cleanly over to first in time for the first out of the inning.
Perfect. Perfect response right there. You threw two pitches in that A-B. The first one was fouled off weakly to the left side, and then you get weak contact. That's exactly what Mundy works with, is a lot of weak contact. Doesn't necessarily have that huge strikeout pitch. He has the ability to strike out batters, but he doesn't have that huge strikeout pitch like some of the other players on this Miners team. So he gets a lot of weak contact. It's exactly what gameplay he wants to play, and he does it perfectly after giving up a home run. Great job to respond for the first out.
This will bring up James Provencio. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Hits that one right to Funkhauser at second. Fields it cleanly, fires to first in time. Deja vu for the second out in the inning.
So that's 3 total pitches after giving up a 2-run shot. 3 total pitches. All 3 of them have been strikes, and 2 of them for weak contact to the second baseman in Cole Funkhauser, who's a vacuum over at second base. So, I mean, great response by Connor Mundy. That's exactly what we were looking for after giving up a 2-run bomb. You can't change the home run, but you can do exactly what you're supposed to in the response. And here comes Tyler Brunn, and could that be it? And you're going to point to the pen, so 5 2/3, and they're going to go.
Garrett Bauman will be coming out of the bullpen for the Miners, and we will be right back to continue the top of the 6th inning as Connor Mundy's day is done.
Connor Mundy, Sam Houston State.
K. Narn, Bowling Green State University.
It's close to home, and I thought it was a good fit for me.
Close to home as well. Great coaches, great team. Love it there.
Coach had a connection, and I had some teammates last year that came up here. They developed really well. I thought it'd be a good chance for me to develop as well.
A teammate of mine my freshman year went here, and he showed me some pictures, and thought it was really cool, and I wanted to experience it.
Put on weight, first of all. Meet new friends, and go win some ball games.
I'd say meet new people, develop as a baseball player, and just see some different wildlife I'm not used to.
Either you want to see a bear?
Do I want to see a bear? I would love to see a bear.
Same here. I'd love to see a bear.
Especially a moose.
Saw a baby moose yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah.
I would say Major League.
Vaughn into the windup in his first offering. Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed.
And Fast and Furious 5.
I'll go with Sandlot and the Benchwarmers.
I caught it. You're out.
But I ticked it. It hit the bat.
You're still out.
You're still back.
Don't touch the white line.
I'll say don't touch the white line either.
Larry the Lobster.
I'll go Patrick.
Does Patrick laugh right now?
Ha 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 ha.
Garrett Bauman's on the mound. He'll be facing the catcher, Reese Sherman. First pitch is foul. 0-1.
Garrett Bauman's came in late in a good amount of games, especially in the exhibition play, and he's done very, very well. He's looking for kind of a place to play. He's in that transfer portal right now, so he's looking for that chance to play. We heard that in his get-to-know-you and everything like that, so he's looking for somebody to kind of look at him. He's done a good job of doing that so far, and he comes in on Monday pitching 5 2/3. Excellent day for Connor Mundy. He gave up that 2-run home run, but he missed one spot. I mean, he really honestly missed one spot, and it was put 350 feet. So really, what a day, though, to respond also after giving up that 2-run shot. I really want to point out, you got 2 weak ground balls after that and responded very, very well to get those next 2 batters in a very tough spot in the order, if I might add as well, in the 4 and the 5 spot as well in the order. He gave up the home run to the 3 spot in the order, so the 4 and the 5, it's not an easy spot to pitch against your third time through.
Swing and a miss on the high cheese. Garrett Bauman comes in and gets Reese Sherman swinging to end the inning, but the Bucs respond. It's a 2-1 ball game. Heading to the bottom of the 6th.
First one is for Ace.
Fisher Sims, Colorado School of Mines.
Evan Bilter, Colorado School of Mines. I've always wanted to go to Alaska. It was a beautiful location, and my boy Fisher lives up here, so it's a good deal.
Yeah, the field is great. Love the community and love the energy we got here, and very excited. I like to DJ and also play pickleball.
I like to fish, read, also play pickleball. So back in the day when they were doing like the Manhattan Project, the nuclear research, they were doing research at mines, and they buried a bunch of waste, and on top of that waste, they built a baseball field. So we're playing on top of that. Never step on the line, no matter what.
Yeah, I know it's brutal, but the same thing, never step on the line.
Green Book and The Sandlot.
Probably Interstellar and Seven.
Can write with both hands. I guess.
My parents say DJ, but I think my most useless skill is badminton, for sure.
Welcome back to the bottom of the 6th inning here on the Matsu Minor YouTube channel. I'm Landon. Stilz to my right is the, as always, wonderful Dylan VanderVeen. The Bucs lead this one 2-1 after a 2-run shot from Luke Taylor to take the lead off of Connor Mundy. Mundy went 5 2/3 before being relieved by Garrett Bauman, who struck out Reese Sherman to end the inning. Wylan Nelson will be facing off against Evan Bilter to lead things off. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground to Haas at short. He fields and fires to first. Leaping throw. Skips in there, not in time. Haas with a throw on line. Almost made a Derek Jeter-like play, but didn't get in there. Bilter beat the throw out.
Man, oh man, if that was not Evan Bilter running there, there was definitely 5 or 6 different minors probably in this lineup that would have been an out on. That was a really, really good play, super deep in the hole, even to get a glove on that ball, and then to actually make a throw on target and nearly get Evan Bilter, a speedster, over to first base. That was really good play, but a better job by Bilter to run it out.
First pitch to Funkhauser is outside. It's 1-0.
And again, one of the things I talk about Evan Bilter all the time is how hard he plays the game. Doesn't run down the bag as hard as he can there for the hard 90. He doesn't get on the base. So good job by Evan Bilter.
The 1-0 to Funkhauser. Hitting the ground to third. And out of the glove of Provencio. He fields barehands to first. He's not going to throw. It's an error by Provencio, and the Miners are set up at first and second with nobody out.
Now batting your right fielder, number 12, Elliot Medlock.
This
brings
is your
up
time right here.
the man, Elliot Medlock, hit a home run back in the bottom of the 4th inning. If he goes yard here, we'll at least get this one on the social media camera.
We will get this one on the social media camera. So
Sherman wants to have a conversation with Nelson.
there is action in the pen, but nothing seems like.
There's been no sign over motion to bring out the new pitcher. Looks like it's number 24.
It is number 24.
John Witt. John Witt is a sophomore righty, stands in at 6'2", 215 from Phoenix, Arizona. Elliot Medlock and head coach Tyler Brunn are having their conversation on how to attack the righty Nelson.
Yeah, and he's still in the early stages of his warm-up. He's throwing pretty quick right now. He's making sure that he's warm if he's ready to go in. I'm sure if Medlock does something here, I'm sure his day will be done, and they will go to big number 24 in the pen. We're going to have to see. This is a big moment for Elliot Medlock. Just came off a home run. We'll see what he can do here.
Medlock gave the Miners the lead in the 4th. Can he do it here in the 6th? The first pitch. Shows bunt. Popped up, but foul. 0-1.
And that's actually really interesting because it shows just how situational this team is. Elliot Medlock just scorched a home run 330 feet, and then you're going to lay the bunt down in a really good bunt situation, first and second. Why would you not lay the bunt down? But Elliot Medlock, who's swung with power today, I was wondering if they're going to go to him for this
The
bunt.
0-1 shows bunt
Oh,
again.
boy.
Fouled away down the third base line. Quickly behind 0-2. Bunting, as you said, is definitely the play here, but there's the other thought process of, do you want to take the bat away potentially from Medlock, who has the home run already and has been one of your better hitters coming into today's game?
Yeah, you gotta take a deep breath now and just do your job. Hit something to the right side.
The 0-2. Check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. 1-2.
I was just off the plate. I mean, it wasn't too far away. Medlock had a really good eye to recognize that was going and tailing away from the plate. So I think he recognized that one a little bit late, but was fortunate to be called with a ball on the 1-2 count.
The 1-2. Medlock line down the line, through for a base hit. They're sending Bilter. He's coming around to score. Going for third is Funkhauser. He's in there safely. It's an RBI double for Elliot Medlock, and the game is tied.
What a job by Elliot Medlock. I cannot tell you how hard that is in a 90-10 physical to mental game, okay, where 90% of it's all in your head of what you're doing situationally in baseball. To pop up 2 bunts back-to-back, go to an 0-2 count, watch a really tough pitch go off of the plate, and then deliver a RBI single into left field that's a different level of baseball for a kid who is only going into his sophomore year at Bryant. It's a different level of thinking. It's a different level of situational baseball for Elliot Medlock. And he's coming off a day where he went 0 for 4 with 4 Ks. What an unbelievable day for Elliot Medlock.
Geffrey stands in an 0-1 count. Here's the pitch from Nelson. Runs in, just misses Geffrey on the upper forearm. It's 1-1.
And just if you're curious, if he becomes player of the game, I will be doing Elliot at Medlock's interview. I have to.
The 1-1 to Geffrey. Fouled off. 1-2. Even if you didn't say it, I think Elliot would have came up and asked.
He probably would have been like, no, it has to be you. I'm not doing the interview without it being you because I'm torching you on this interview after what you said about me yesterday.
And that's when you can tell him you didn't get the home run on the camera.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to tell him that on the stream.
Oh yeah, no, we might. Yeah,
that might be that might be a off-camera type of conversation. Yeah.
Nelson taking his time as he deals the 1-2 to Geffrey. skips in the dirt. Evens the count up at 2-2 on the designated hitter today for the Miners. Geoffrey was the Matsu Miner Player of the Week coming into today's game, batting .600 at the time of first pitch. He's 0 for 2 so far on the day. The 2-2. Popped up. Coming onto it is Nere. He dives! Beautiful grab. The throw is coming home. Funkhauser's in there safely. Miners take the lead on the Carter Geoffrey sac fly.
And that's why you got to have really good communication. It was a really tough play, but someone has to be in the bag over there at second base, obviously. So you're only going to send one of your infielders in. They had good communication of that. But again, I think that's an easier play for an infielder than the outfielder coming all the way in, making a spectacular catch. And Cole Funkhauser did not hesitate. He recognized what was going on in the outfield, and he was going to have to dive for that ball. And Funkhauser took off immediately after that ball was caught.
Here's the 0 to Eberhard. It misses outside. And I feel we do talk about Miners score. That's huge for them, taking a great lead here. But that was a great catch by Nere out there in center field. Full extension dive, obviously taken away due to the fact that the Miners got around to score. The 1-0 to Medlock is outside.
And it will put the defense in there as well, because if you have the outfielder running in, especially on a play where you have a tag over at third, his momentum's taking him towards home plate. So it's an easier throw than an infielder tailing backwards to come back and make that throw. But a really good infielder in Division I or Division II baseball, or anybody who's playing college, should be able to make that throw.
2-1 as that ball's hit back up the middle, speared there by Haas. He throws to first in time for the second out of the inning. Medlock advances to third. He's now 90 feet away.
But again, it was a really great job from Funkhauser. He never even looked back at the play. He straight up just ran the hard 90 feet with his head down and ran towards home plate, because he knew that was going to be a play where they're going to have to really come in and possibly dive for that ball or be off balance when he was coming in.
Here's the pitch to the catcher, James McGee. It's in there for a called strike one. McGee has had a couple of loud outs, one lined out to left field and a fly out to deep-ish right field out down on the foul line. He's behind 0-1. Hits that one under the glove of Provencio. It's a base hit. Coming home to score is Medlock. Miners take a 4-2 lead.
Elliot Medlock's going to get a ton of praise there from his dugout for the day that he's had. Well, what a job, James McGee. We were talking to him a little bit of time, and, you know, it's a really hard situation where he literally came in here after ending his season 48 hours. It was like, I think it was like he was talking about like a little over 48 hours after his season ended with Central Missouri, or who? No, that was Funkhauser that was coming in and got on a plane 2 days before. But still, James McGee was just on the other story that I have. Sorry, I have two stories here. I was talking to James McGee about his story when I was talking about where he was going to end up if he wasn't going to come here. Wasn't originally the third catcher on this team. It was Ian Francis from the University of Kansas, who was supposed to be wearing the same jersey, number 28. McGee came here from Kennesaw State and actually wasn't necessarily planning on playing anywhere else. Could have gone to the Valley League, could have gone a couple places else. But he was like, I don't know if any of those are really the right fit for me. And then his coach called him and said, what about Alaska? Does that sound like something you would do? He goes, I thought about it for about 3 seconds before I said yes, and then maybe a day later I was on a plane coming here. So mixed up those stories there. But, yeah, that was James McGee's story from Kennesaw State where, he just came on and was like, you know what, yeah, I'll go to Alaska. And then less than 24 hours later he was on a flight, and he was coming out here to be the third catcher for this squad. So real good job by James McGee to refocus in baseball season. Just really all these guys doing a real good job of coming all together. On a game where they did not hit very well in the last game, I mentioned it, so many strikeouts in the last game for that team. 19 total strikeouts. That's a lot of strikeouts, everybody. So, to put up 5 hits into 5 hits and come back and score 3 runs in situational hitting, that's the most important thing that they did not have yesterday. With runners on, they were, I believe, 1 for 11 with runners on. So they were not good situational hitting in that game yesterday. And I mean, in this game, they're doing a lot better in that aspect. A couple of really good hits with runners in scoring position. Unbelievable jobs by Elliott Medlock, James McGee, and others to produce this inning and get right in front of the Bucs again, who came into this game honestly on top of the league and thinking that they were the stuff because they were on top of the league. I mean, they're 4-0 so far this season, so they are the stuff to beat right now in this league. So they have the right to think so, but it's the Miners trying to kind of climb right back, a game and a half behind, 4-0 to 2-1, and they would be a half a game back if they could pull this off and finish off this game now with a 4-2 lead.
New pitcher on the mound is John Witt. He'll be facing Carson Grout. First pitch is in there for a called strike 1 on a breaking ball. Witt's got an 18 ERA, only appeared in 1 inning so far, gave up 4 hits on 2 runs. So very inflated ERA as he's ahead of Grout. Here's the 0-1. Grout swings through and fouls that one off. 0-2. Miners ahead 4-2 on 5 hits, each team with 5 apiece and an error. Witt comes set. Here's the 0-2. Outside. 1-2 now on Grout.
Yeah, just for an example right now, I mean, 2 for 7 total with runners on, with runners in scoring position, 2 for 5 today. They did not have a hit yesterday with runners in scoring position.
Grout hits that one well and deep, but it's foul.
I know exactly what Carson Grout just said to himself. He goes, dang it. Why couldn't that be fair? I know exactly.
I don't know if those were the exact words.
Those weren't the exact words.
That's the right idea.
Those were not the exact words, but yeah, that's the right gist of things.
Here's the 1-2 to Grout. Checks his swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. And that's a strikeout to end the inning. Grout can't believe it as he's walking back to the dugout, but the Miners plate 3 runs to take the lead, highlighted by an Elliott Medlock double. We'll be right back for the... Welcome back into the top of the 7th inning. Garrett Bauman's facing off against the leadoff man, Logan Ewell, who is out in right field today. First pitch to him is outside, 1-0. The 1-0 runs inside, 2-0 now. Ewell is 1 for 2 today. The delivery from Bauman. Hit on the ground to Funkhauser over there at second. He fields and fires to first in time for the first down in the inning. Funkhauser has just been a black hole over there at second base. Anything hit near him on the ground, he's fielded and fired cleanly over to Eberhard at first. Fit in well in this Miners infield. As this will bring up the shortstop, Grant Haas. Haas is 0 for 2 today. The first pitch runs inside, almost hits him, 1-0. The 1-0 from Bauman. This is high and inside, 2-0.
Yeah, the Bucs have had 3 hits.
The 2-0 on the ground to Parentoni. Sorry to cut you off. He fields, fires to first in time for the second out of the inning.
Well, and point still stands true then. The Bucs have only had 3 hits since the top of the 3rd inning. Had a couple of hits in the top of the 2nd, but they've only had 3 total hits. One of them was that home run, obviously, that was hit into left field, and the one big mistake that Connor Mundy made today, but really it just kind of hasn't been there for the Bucs outside of that 2-run homer.
Here's the first pitch to Neray. Runs inside on him, 1-0. Neray is 0-1. He had a walk, but then was caught stealing on a beautiful throw-in tag from James McGee and Greg Parentoni over at short. The 1-0 skips in there, 2-0. Bauman came on relief from Mundy, who went 5 2/3. The 2-0 from Bauman is hit down the line into left field. Ranging towards foul territory is Bilter. He makes the catch in foul territory for the final out of the inning. Bauman works a quick 1-2-3 all-in play. We'll be right back for the bottom of the 7th inning after the 7th inning stretch.
Fisher Sims, Colorado School of Mines.
Evan Bilter, Colorado School of Mines. I've always wanted to go to Alaska. It was a beautiful location, and my boy Fisher lives up here, so it's a good deal.
Yeah, the field is great. Love the community and love the energy we got here, and very excited. I like to DJ and also play pickleball.
I like to fish, read, also play pickleball. So back in the day when they were doing like the Manhattan Project, the nuclear research, they were doing research at mines, and they buried a bunch of waste, and on top of that waste, they built a baseball field. So we're playing on top of that. Never step on the line, no matter what.
Yeah, I know it's brutal, but the same thing, never step on the line.
Green Book and The Sandlot.
Probably Interstellar and Seven.
Can write with both hands. I guess.
My parents say DJ, but I think my most useless skill is badminton, for sure.
Welcome back into the Matsu Minor YouTube channel broadcast. It's a 4-2 ball game in the bottom of the 7th inning. Leading off is Lincoln Stevenson, the center fielder for the Miners. The first pitch he sees is in there for a called strike one from the righty Witt. Stevenson is 0 for 2 today. Here's the delivery. Chopper over to Haas at short. He fields and fires to first in time for the first out in the inning. Quickly one out here in the bottom of the 7th inning as this brings up Greg Parentoni. Parentoni also 0 for 2 today. In the on-deck circle is Evan Bilter. He had an infield single off of a little short hit from Haas as Parentoni skies that one into left field. McGarry takes it in a few steps and makes the grab for a quick second out. And Bilter's coming up with 2 outs in the inning. Witt working quickly. Only 3 pitches in the inning. He faces Evan Bilter. Reached his last time up. Came around to score on the Elliott Medlock double. As that first pitch is outside. 1-0.
I'd love to see something just get smacked for a double here by Bilter. He's been such a team player and such a good one. Hit so many balls so hard, just hasn't been able to.
Hits that one into right field. Under it is Yule, and he makes the grab for the final out of the inning. Quick 1, 2, 3, 5 pitch bottom of the 7th for Witt. And we'll be right back for the top of the 8th on the Matsu Minor YouTube channel. Welcome back for the top of the 8th inning here on the Matsu Minor YouTube channel. Bauman's out there for his next inning of work. The first pitch he deals to Underhill is fouling out of play. Bauman through 1 1/3 innings, has a K to his name. The 0-1 is outside. 1-1 now on Underhill. Underhill's 1 for 3 today. Here's the delivery. On the ground to Eberhard over at first. Ooh. He fields and flicks over to Bauman, who takes it himself for the first out of the inning.
See, I'm not crazy, folks, though. Did you see the hop? I wish I could play an instant replay for you, but OBS does not have that function. But if you saw that hop just hop up on Eberhard, it ended up almost at his face when it was all the way on the ground and then just skipped right up. It's the lip on the outfield grass right on the edge. It's just all kind of around through the infield. You can take some bad hops on you. That's exactly what I was talking about with Carson Grout and why he plays kind of more up on the lip.
McGee took a foul ball.
Ouch.
Right to the body. That one hurt. Adjusting his pads. Bauman just wants to come in and check on his catcher and McGee. Bauman's okay as he puts the catcher's mask back on. Umpire's going to dust off the plate a little bit. His quick little intermission before McGarry steps back in the box.
See, all the other hitters, you know, they get hit with the ball like abnormally, you know, when you get hit by a pitch or you get hit on the base pass or a ball catches up on you and ends up hitting you in the body. Like, the catchers, like, do that all the time. Like, they get hit by balls all the time. Like, that's why I would never want to be a cat. Like, I mean, I had terrible knees all growing up even before I hurt my knee.
Exactly. That's why I couldn't do it.
But, like, I would never want to be a catcher. All you just do is get hit. All you just do is get hit and get hit over and over again.
The 1-1 from Bauman is in there for a called strike 2.
And the padding, like, yeah, it saves you from, like,
some of it, but
not severe injury. Like, it doesn't, like, save it from, like, hurting at all. It saves you from, like, not severely
breaking
getting injured.
a rib.
So
the 1-2 from Bauman. Hit on the ground to Parentoni at short. He fields it cleanly over to first in time for the second out of the inning.
his glove action is just so smooth. Parentoni working off that lip, and Bauman's gotten a lot of weak contact, a lot of ground balls for outs today for this Anchorage Bucs team. There's actually, I'll eat my words actually. It's actually 8 ground outs to 8 fly balls. I thought it was about 11 to 5 in that terms. But yeah, 8 to 8 in terms of ground ball outs and fly ball outs so far today.
This brings up the man who scored the first 2 runs for the Bucs in Luke Taylor. Hit a home run over the left field wall back in the top of the 6th inning.
See, even right there, he just, like, took that straight to the bicep and just, it doesn't bother him. He's just like, yeah, I'm good. Can I get a new ball? Like, this one's kind of like rough.
I love your James McGee impression. You need a little more of
I
that
need the
Georgia
accent. I need the
Yes,
southern
you
accent.
Need the southern
yeah,
accent
I need the southern accent. Yeah, I need to get that down. I'm not going to attempt to do that right now.
Here's the 1-0 to Taylor. Fastball in there for a called strike 1. Please don't. No one's asking you to.
Yeah, no. I think if Brandy, our host mom, were to hear me do a southern accent,
she might kick you out of the house.
Yeah, she might. Yeah, she might not want me there anymore.
An even 1-1 count. Here's the delivery from Bauman. Breaking ball popped up. Grout in foul territory off the third base bag, and he makes the catch for the final out of the inning. Bauman works another 1-2-3 inning as we get set for the bottom of the 8th inning on the Matsu Minor YouTube broadcast. Don't go anywhere. To get out of this.
The 2-1. Down the line into left field. Jeffrey's gonna go. Jarvis' Stadium. Here comes the run. Game over. Miners win it. Send the fans home with fireworks. Walk-off hero. BYU, Ridge Erickson.
And that's some big league level hitting from Ridge.
All right, Carter Eberhard, California Baptist University. I picked it because they had a really good development for players, and I really like the campus and coaches. Honestly, my coach just put a sheet on my locker and said that's where I'm going. So that they have a stunt program that's won every national championship and has never lost a game. Shawshank Redemption, and gotta say Ice Age.
What's your favorite Ice Age character?
Sid the Sloth.
Now that's what I call respect.
I'm really good at ping pong.
Welcome back in the bottom of the 8th inning. Cole Funkhauser stands in as the leadoff man against John Witt. It's a 4-2 lead for the Miners. The first pitch to Witt from Witt is a beautiful breaking ball in there for a called strike 1. Warming up in the bullpen for the Miners is Grayson Chappell. The 0-1 misses outside, 1-1. Pitch is outside, 2-1 now on Funkhauser. The baseman is 0 for 2 with a walk. Couple of walks. Scored a run. 2-1. Inside, 3-1. Funkhauser came around to score on the Carter Geffrey sac fly back in the 7th inning. 6th inning, excuse me. Scoreboard's hard to read. The 3-1 to Funkhauser, breaking ball in there. Works the count full. Game time of almost 2 hours. Standing at an hour 56 right now. In the bottom of the 8th inning with nobody out. Funkhauser pops that one straight up and out of play. Milo Hoffman, the broadcaster next to us, just got fooled by the PA box playing some broken glass sounds. The payoff pitch, spoiled by Funkhauser.
I have no idea, man. How could you possibly be fooled by that? That's just...
I genuinely don't know how anyone could be fooled by the PA broken glass sounds, but apparently someone has been.
Yeah. No one in this booth, right? Yeah. Yeah, right.
The 3-2 hit on the ground to Haas over at short. He fields it cleanly. Long throw over to first in time to get the leadoff man in Funkhauser. That'll bring up Elliot Medlock, the hero of the day so far for the Miners.
Nice work by the bat boy of the day, apparently, and Josh Jansen working on the bats all throughout the day. Pitched an unbelievable performance yesterday. The pitcher from Wisconsin, Oshkosh, 6 total innings, 3 hits, no earned runs. Got the W against the Anchorage Glacier Pilots yesterday.
Medlock is 2 for 2 with a hit by pitch. Hits that one into right field, but right into the waiting glove of Ewell for a loud second out.
Yeah, loud it was right off the bat, and Elliott thought he probably had a third hit there, just couldn't tail over into right field far enough and over the head. Now it's Carter Geffrey, who had a nice conversation with when he was interviewing for Player of the Week, 6 for 10. We're working on his interview skills a little bit.
We are working on his interview skills. He's 0 for 2 with a sac fly. Fouls that pitch off, 0 for 1.
He's gotten better. He's gotten better each time, and that was one thing we talked about, like, right at the beginning, was, like, maybe working on his interview skills just a little bit. He's a little bit awkward, a little bit stiff with it, you know what I mean?
It's a scary thing as a player, and even as a broadcaster, doing interviews with players like that can be scary. Geffrey's next pitch he sees is high, 1-0.
Yeah, it's
1-1, excuse me. 1-1 count on Geffrey with 2 outs in the inning. Here's the pitch. Outside, 2-1. Witt deals from the stretch. Ball misses outside and low. 3-1 now on the DH for the Miners. On deck is Carter Eberhard, the first baseman.
This is Carter Geffrey's bread and butter count right now, 3-1.
Gets the breaking ball, 3-2. Geffrey took a 3-1 ball out of here, back against the Glacier Pilots in exhibition play. There's a 3-1 fastball, not a 3-1 breaking ball. Here's the payoff pitch from Witt. Geffrey pops that one up. Rouet is over in foul territory, and he makes the catch for the second out of the final out of the inning. Scoreboard was behind. Miners go down in order once more. 1, 2, 3. Grayson Chappell coming on to close the game out. We'll be right back for the top of the ninth.
Let us give away a little bit of money. And by a little bit, if you...
Josh Jansen, University of Oshkosh.
Grayson Chappell, Central Missouri.
I went to my college. It was just a good fit for me out of high school. It was close to home, and I really liked the coaches.
Yeah, close to home. Parents can come see me.
I got that opportunity when my coach approached me. My coach actually played here, I think, 20 years ago now. So it was a really cool opportunity, and I didn't look back on it.
Coach called me and said I get to be the ball sack man, so I get to carry the balls for the pitchers.
I know the first 20 digits of pi. 3.14159265358979323844626.
He completely made that up, by the way.
No, I didn't. Nope. You can look it up.
He's right. He's right.
Look it up. Oh, not really, no.
I always have to be chewing gum.
I think mine would have to be Squidward. I think I understand the life. He just wants a quiet life, not to be bothered, and I understand that.
I like Gary.
Welcome back into the Matsu Miner YouTube channel broadcast. It's a 4-2 Miners lead here in the top of the ninth inning. Grayson Chapel coming out for the save. Once again, I'm Landon Stilz. To my right is the wonderful Dylan VanderVeen. Chapel will be facing the 4, 5, and 6 hitters in R.J. Rouet, James Provencio, and Reese Sherman. Rouet is going to get pinch hit for, however, coming in, I believe, is the left-handed power hitter Corey Banham. It is. Corey Banham's coming in.
Yeah, dangerous hitter.
Very dangerous hitter. Righty on lefty matchup. The first pitch from Chapel. Fastball misses low.
Yeah, Chapel, I mean, I said it like right at the beginning of this season that this guy had a real good chance of being your closer when he came in late in the game one time. He just is that closer-looking piece, a really big guy. Throws a lot of heaters, can throw really hard. He's got some decent stuff on him as well, but kind of lacks a little bit of location from time to time that you see in those late bullpen pieces, and sometimes even in the MLB at some points. I know the Cubs have had a problem with that. Not recently, though. But, yeah, I mean, Chapel's just kind of that good closer piece, and he's got good breaking stuff when he can locate it fine. You just saw it right there. But throws a lot of heaters, throws up to 95, so he says. 93 on the card is what we've seen here, but up to 95 is where it tops.
Ahead of the pinch hitter Banham, 1 and 2. Chapel set from the stretch and deals. That one's spoiled away, fouled away. We'll do the 1-2 once more.
They are taking radar downstairs. I know they are.
Are you going to run down and ask him what that pitch was?
No,
That's
but I mean, in Chudiak, they're right next to us. So
in
actually,
Chudiak, they were right next to us. The 1-2. Hit on the ground to Funkhauser over at second. Fields it cleanly over to first in time for the first out of the inning. Miners need 2 more.
Yeah, Cole Funkhauser just a vacuum over there at second base. With the grass infield, one thing it does for second baseman is I don't know what I guess all second baseman think, but it slows down the ball a lot. The grass compared to the turf over at second base, especially with how long it takes it to get there. That's why I played second base and third base, but I like playing third better because it got there quicker, and I liked having more time to throw rather than having to see the ball bounce to me 5 times. But
Austin Gamel coming into pitch hit. The Bucs want the lefties to face the righty in Chapel. The first pitch misses outside, 1-0. Chapel closed out the first game in non-conference play in the first game of the season against the Bucs back in Anchorage. Got a double play to end that game for the save. In for a save opportunity now in a 4-2 ball game. That pitch is fouled away by Gamel. Evens the count up at 1-1.
A nice little foul tip. A little bit behind on that pitch. They missed by too much, though, but Chapel doing a good job.
The 1-1 to Gamel. Misses low, 2-1. Coming into today's game and into this at-bat, Gamel is batting .357 with 5 hits on 14 at-bats. He's ahead in the count, 2-1. Chapel is set from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Misses low and away, 3-1 now on Gamel. Gamel stands in at 6 foot 180 from Corona, California. One out in the inning, it's a 3-1 count on Gamel. Chapel is set. Here's the pitch. Fastball in there, called strike 2 to work the count full.
Yeah, when he was looking for the walk, he was not really looking to swing there in Gamel. He was taken all the way through. The bat was kind of on his shoulder there. He took it for the second strike. Chapel, this is a big pitch for Grayson Chapel right here.
The payoff. Misses just low. Gamel works a 1-out walk, and the tying run comes up to the plate.
Yeah, Chapel just missed there, but as we always say on the broadcast, especially with this middle infield and Carsagrad over there at the corner, you're always 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning with 1 out and a runner at first. You're always 1 pitch away. So 1 pitch away. That's all I'm going to say. 1 pitch away.
This brings up another pinch hitter in the lefty Nate Muncy. Chapel's not going to have any opportunities to face a righty. The first pitch hit in the air to center field. Stevenson's going back. He makes the grab for the second out. And the Miners are 1 out away from knocking off the undefeated Bucs.
Yeah, I'll take the fly ball, obviously, for the second out, but I was really hoping it was going to be the ground ball double play there because, like, you know, it would have been just such a perfect color commentary call. But I'll take the fly ball any day. 2 outs, and Chappell, please do not throw the ball over to first base.
This will bring up Logan Ewell, standing in as the potential last chance for the Bucs. The first pitch he sees bounces in the dirt, 1-0. Ewell 1 for 3 today. Stands in as the tying run. The pitch from Chappell. Hit on the ground to Funkhauser at second. He fields it cleanly. Over to first, undefeated no more. The Bucs fall 4-2, and the Miners take this one.
Yeah, great job by the Miners, making sure they come away with a W, 4-2 win. Elliott Medlock, such a big part of this game on the opposite side. But how about the pitching? Doing their job. Connor Mundy doing the work to get this one done. Almost with the distance of 6 innings with 5 2/3. Grayson Chappell with nearly the clean save. Walked one in between, but, you know, he got the 3 outs regardless. So great job again by Grayson Chappell getting that save. And they get that win going to 3-1. And as I said, 4-1 now with the Bucs. As you say, undefeated no more. It is just a half of a game down for the Miners. And then they go and finally play the Pilots again tomorrow down in Anchorage. They'll look to get their 3rd win of the season against them before finally having such a good off day. And they'll play the Bucs again on Friday down in Anchorage. So that will be an even bigger game for both squads. But as for the Miners right now, knocking off the Bucs, and we'll go home happy.
As Dylan said, Miners knock off the Bucs 4-2. An all-around beautiful game from the home team. We'll be right back as we continue our post-game coverage. Don't go anywhere.
Josh Jansen, University of Oshkosh.
Grayson Chappell, Central Missouri.
I went to my college. It was just a good fit for me out of high school. It was close to home, and I really liked the coaches.
Yeah, close to home. Parents can come see me.
I got that opportunity when my coach approached me. My coach actually played here, I think, 20 years ago now. So it was a really cool opportunity, and I didn't look back on it.
Coach called me and said I get to be the ball sack man, so I get to carry the balls for the pitchers.
I know the first 20 digits of pi. 3.1415926535897932384626.
He completely made that up, by the way.
No, I didn't. Nope. You can look it up.
He's right. He's right.
Look it up. Oh, not really, no.
I always have to be chewing gum.
I think mine would have to be Squidward. I think I understand the life. He just wants a quiet life, not to be bothered, and I understand that.
I like Gary.
Welcome back here on the Miners broadcast with my good friend now, Elliot Medlock. You know, kind of poking some fun with you a little bit here because I was talking to you in the cages before, and, you know, shout out to your dad out there for thinking apparently I'm super funny for making fun of you, which, you know, why wouldn't your father be, you know, like, laughing when he's making fun of your friend, poking fun at your son a little bit here. But you got me kind of choking up here after you hit a home run and then had an RBI double as well. Kind of take me through your day here of how well you were swinging the bat.
Yeah, so yesterday, obviously I struggled a little bit at the plate, getting behind in hitters' counts, just not seeing the ball well yesterday. And just coming here today, getting in and doing early work, just fixing my hands, fixing my load, just staying my approach, drive balls to the big field of the big part of the field. And I got one out today and get an RBI double, which was nice to get the boys up 2 and going into the 9th. Beautiful win today. Wouldn't let them get 2 at us at our home field to start the season, so it's a great team win today.
Yeah, I was telling Coach LeBrun just a little bit before the game that I was saying, you know, they were kind of talking coming into this game, saying, you know, they were kind of owning the league, 4-0 so far, hadn't lost. Kind of were talking super confident coming into this game. So you guys kind of just shut them down, forced them to go just a half a game now in this lead with 4-1 and 3-1 now total on the record books. How confident are you guys, and how well are you guys meshing as a team this early in the season to be this confident? Excuse me.
I mean, this team is very close already so far this season. I mean, shout out to our pitching staff. They're just doing their job. Two back-to-back games going no runs and 2 runs, or 1 run yesterday and 2 runs today. Like, they're just shoving the ball. Our offense is just doing the little things right, just getting guys over and passing the bat. And good things happen when you do good things on both sides of the ball. So, great team win. Looking forward to the next week.
Yeah, you guys got the Anchorage Glacier Pilots again tomorrow before you have a much-needed off day. How you feeling about the off day coming up?
Oh, it's going to be awesome. I just can't wait to, like, team bond with the guys and, you know, just go out, fish, hang out with the guys, have a fire, and just come back and be ready to play next week.
Well, thank you for coming up here on the broadcast, poking again a little bit of fun at you. You can take off the golden sombrero and throw it in the trash now. You know,
Happy Father's Day.
You hit
got them a gift yesterday, so.
Yeah, just a little bit later. Yeah, maybe just one day a little bit late there. But, yeah, just definitely throw that one in the trash and take this player of the game home with you. It was a really good outing. Good talking to you. Hopefully we'll have you up here a couple more times.
Thank you, Dylan.